Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby.
So one of the questions I asked a lot when starting out my career as a designer and a motion designer is, how do I find clients and make money with my craft? I asked almost everyone and no one was able to give me a specific answer, not even the internet. In this video, I'm going to answer this question based on my own experience. Okay, just like my previous video, I kind of almost forgot the intro, but I didn't. So here's the intro. I'm Roch the Goat, a motion design nerd, and this channel is obviously about motion design. Client hunting can be frustratingly difficult, especially if you're just starting out. Like, I can totally relate to that feeling of having this skill and just wanting to share it with someone who values it and someone who believes in it and someone who believes in the possibilities. And it's frustrating when for the most part, you don't see anyone. I've spent the last 2 years client hunting for my studio, and it has been try and error all through. It hasn't been easy at all. I can say this is what has worked for us, or this is what is working for us. Finding clients or a sustainable stream of clients is a long process that depends highly on building your personal brand, building a great network, and having great relationships with the right people. So let's discuss the process, or let me say my process for finding clients. In the description of this video, I linked resources and also this guide I created, the Freelance Kit by Roch the Goat. On it, you would find a lot of resources and tools that would help you in your journey to finding a client and getting a job as a motion designer. So the first step of my process is building your brand. Yeah, you have to think of yourself like a business. You have a brand. Everyone does. Even if you think you don't, you do. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. The interesting thing is you can control that by working on your social media, how you talk about yourself, and the actions you take. I think the biggest factor or the biggest thing that would really impact your brand is the actions you take. So don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on the actions. Be really, really cautious about your actions. Let's look at a more practical example. Let's say you're a motion designer that focuses on making product videos. When people check out your social media pages or see things about you, they should immediately think about product videos. Your reel should have your best product videos. Everything about you should communicate product videos. When people think about product videos, they immediately think about you. Because let's say, for example, I have a friend who is looking to do some product videos for a business. Because of I've seen your page and I remember this guy as the product video guy. Technically, you don't have to be the product video guy. But let's say I have a friend that I'm in that scenario and my friend needs a product video. I would almost immediately remember you, because when I think about you, I think about product videos because you've been able to build a very solid brand. Something to note that this step isn't about building a social media presence. It isn't about having a gigantic following. No one really cares about how many followers you have. It's all about building a great brand. Everything in my process depends highly on this. So decide on what your brand is and work on it. The next step is about building your network and great relationships. Word of mouth is said to be one of the best ways to get clients, and this couldn't be more true. This step is all about going out to spread the word, going out to meet new people, and making connections with the right people. When you have decided what your brand is, you kind of have automatically decided who your client is, technically. So the next step is going out to meet them, and the best place to meet them in 2021, of course, is social media. Before then, it was going out to networking events, but the pandemic, don't even risk it. So I've met a lot of great minds on Twitter, just interacting with people's content and reaching out to people in the DMs. And a lot of them have turned into really interesting job opportunities. Others I got to work on really interesting projects through them. Another place is to network at small online communities for motion designers. A good one is Motion Design Slack. They have over 3,000 motion designers on there, and people are looking for freelance motion designers there almost every week. I've met really interesting minds there, and I would be linking them in the description, and I will also be linking more groups like this in my freelance kit. The key thing in this step is knowing how to reach out to people, how to communicate for the first time. Not to brag, but I'm kind of like the king in the DMs. Sorry. So let's look at some tips for reaching out to people. Also, I have more tips and more examples in my freelance kit. One thing I would say is don't sell yourself. Don't sell. Everybody hates it when you sell. Like, I hate people selling to me in the DMs. It's really annoying. The point of reaching out to people is to build connections and build great relationships that may materialize into projects or clients. You're not there to sell yourself as the most amazing motion designers. You're just there to meet someone and build an honest connection. The next tip I would say is be authentic, be yourself. Don't try to make yourself look cool or don't try to be corporate. Just be yourself, be your true self. And another tip is be straight to the point. Don't waste time. Don't just say hi. Just be straight to the point. Like, tell me what I want to. Tell me what you want immediately in the DMs. Don't waste my time. People's time are valuable, so just be straight to the point. A good example of these tips in action is this DM. This DM actually worked on someone. I'm not supposed to say who that person is, so I wouldn't. But this DM worked on someone and it worked really, really well. So this is really how to find clients. It's all about building your brands and building strong networks and great relationships. This process takes time, but it's worth it. Don't expect it to happen in a week or two. It may take a few months to fully materialize into a strong client base, but you have to play the long game. You won't get clients instantly, but you will if you keep working hard. This is pretty much how I have been able to find clients throughout my journey as a freelance motion designer. 2 books I would honestly recommend is Freelance Manifesto by Joy Corman and Pocketful of Dough by Christo. And also check out, for the last time, the freelance kit I created. To ease the process a bit of finding your first few clients, I just created it and I curated it. I think curation is like a better word. And it has the best resources I can find on building a strong client base. And I plan to create more resources like this to help provide solutions to more things in your career as a motion designer. So let's see how this product does, and I can work on more resources like this and more products like this to solve different problems for motion designers. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please share and subscribe. Please like, share and subscribe if this was helpful. Peace.